like to recap yesterday's session, we discussed something about nutrigenomics, those who were present, or just a summary, not exactly what nutrigenomics is, but the gist of the session. Anybody wants to cover that? Because today I'm going to link that to another very important aspect of health, which is actually causing so many of diseases, the non-communicable diseases. Anybody wants to recap? Maybe Vishal, Ranjana Aunty, Ekta. In short, yeah. So we discussed about body being beautiful on the outside, but what is more important is body should be beautiful on the inside. That is more important. And उसके लिए हमने क्या which aspect did we discuss yesterday? Yeah, Vishal. Yes.
So we learned yesterday that like whatever we are eating for the cells. So there are billions of cells that we have in the body, and when we are having our food, actually we are feeding ourselves, which ultimately is cultivating into us. So that's why whatever we are eating, that is impacting each and every cells of the body, which includes DNA also.
Yes.
So if like whatever we are eating, if it start impacting DNA, so like whenever we talk about that something which is coming as a genetic problem, it is not something which is like genetics always mean that it is coming from the very long time or from your ancestors only. It may be because of the issues that also you are creating in yourself, but just by having a wrong diet, which you will pass to someone else in the future. That change in DNA by the wrong food habit and that impact on the cells is called the nutrition.
Excellent. Yeah. So whatever we eat influence our genes at the influence our DNA at the genetic level. Whatever we put into our bodies. So this is the science of genomics, what we learned yesterday. Today we are going to understand another disease that we have that we are not aware of. अब बोलेंगे कहाँ कहाँ से ढूंढ ढूंढ के लाता है ये ऐसी ऐसी बीमारियां. So this is the disease of excess. EXCESS. Okay, so this is one disease now. Almost बोलते हैं ना, every one of us, including me, have been affected, are affected by it, or have been affected at some point in their lives. So anybody would like to like guess what excesses I'm talking about here? Hmm? Disease of excess. Yeah, disease
Materialism.
of more. Yeah,
Materialism.
materialism. Okay. So disease of she is telling the accumulating too many of material things. One. Okay. So can somebody make a list or type in the chat box? Yeah. Materialism is what uh, Harpreet talks about. Anything else? Or kya, what other excesses are we having today? Yeah, Vishal.
One thing I remember that what we learned is anything in excess is the toxins, whether it's excess of food, excess of wealth,
Food.
excess of anything.
Okay.
So
So
that one I
anything.
remember in the class.
So one is material thing. Second, Vishal talk about food. Okay. Anything. Vishal, I want you to be specific.
Okay.
Anything else? Material, yes, material she has covered. Yeah, anything excess material things, okay. और क्या excess खराबी कर सकता है? Food, material things. Come on, yeah. Get
Excess
you
of
thinking.
emotions.
Excess of emotions, okay. So having too many emotions can again create the toxins. So Vishal can actually become a teacher now. He just picks up things, yeah. It causes buildup of toxins when you are too emotional, okay. Yeah, Ekta.
Yeah, excess of bad thoughts, bad
Excess of
thinking,
only bad thoughts or good thoughts also? Okay, chalo.
excess.
चलो excess of thoughts. Okay, so let's not बोलते ना, see, good or bad तो it's our own, बोलते ना कि we give meaning to things. This is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong. So everything happens for a reason. So let's not categorize things as good or bad. Let's just keep it thoughts. Okay, so material things, food, emotions, thoughts. और क्या excess करा भी कर सकता है? What more are we having today?
Excess
Come
of
on.
exercise.
Excess of exercise. I was expecting from Ekta. Excess of exercise also. Okay, we are having excess information. Yes, good.
Yeah,
Excess of information. Okay, और क्या है? और क्या
Extreme
excesses
weather.
है? Yeah, Preet.
Extreme weather.
Extreme weather. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, extreme weather. Very good. The climate change that is happening, which is leading to extremes. Okay. Very good point you brought up. Extreme weathers. Okay. Come on.
Excess of
बहुत सारे
social media.
so excess of data, excess of social media, excess of exposure to screen time. Okay. और क्या
Yeah.
excesses हैं?
Excess of sleep.
Excess of sorry मुकेश.
Sleep.
स्वीट मतलब फूड मिठाई मिठाई
Sleep. नहीं नींद
स्लीप
नींद.
अच्छा स्लीप नींद अच्छा एक्सेस ऑफ स्लीप वेरी गुड यस एक्सेस ऑफ स्लीप ओके और क्या बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स बाकी है अभी पूरे दिन क्या करते हैं हम कहाँ पर जाते हैं काम पे जाते हैं एक्सेस ऑफ
Work.
वर्क एक्सेस ऑफ वर्क ओके और क्या हो सकता है एक्सेस ऑफ प्ले ओके और क्या एक्सेस हो सकता है कम ऑन थिंक देयर आर टू मेनी थिंग्स अभी तो स्टार्ट भी नहीं हुआ अभी सो सी इफ वी गो ऑन एंड ऑन ना तो पूरा 15 मिनट खाली एक लिस्ट बनाने में चला जाएगा बट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट दिस थिंग हैज बीन एम्बेडेड टू इनटू आवर सिस्टम दैट मोर ऑफ एवरीथिंग इज गुड
Excess of
दैट वी
social circle.
social circle yes definitely excess of social circle also so these are some many things these are many things which is leading to accumulation of what Vishal very rightly said is toxins in our body. See, problem is not with things. Problem is how we are बोलते हैं ना assimilating that into our system. See, our body is made up of various systems. बहुत सारे systems हैं which work together so that we can function healthily as a human body. Imbalance कब होता है when there is accumulation of toxins in our body and toxins don't only think कि toxins that you get from metals or toxins that you get from food these are the only toxins that are there unfortunately most people don't realize this food part कि so many toxins we are getting by the wrong food that we are eating जो हमने कल 5-6 कैटेगरी बनाई थी about saturated fat and about food from animal sources and the unnatural foods that we're eating that are produced in factories yeah वो तो toxins है ही साथ में इतना कुछ जो हमने डिस्कस किया अभी all this क्या करेगा this will lead to build up of toxins and unfortunately the outlet that is there इन सब चीज outlet बना हुआ है अगर outlet नहीं होता the food that we eat it comes out of our body through many ways the outlet that is there that is not proper why एनी गेसेस व्हाई जो जो भी चीज हम खा रहे हैं जो भी चीज हम असिमुलेट कर रहे हैं देर भगवान ने सब चीज के लिए आउटलेट बनाया बट दैट आउटलेट इज नॉट फंक्शनिंग प्रॉपरली एनी केसेस व्हाई दैट इज नॉट फंक्शनिंग प्रॉपरली
Because overwork हो रहा है.
overwork हो रहा है okay so systems are overworking you are saying that the systems that are meant for so there is a capacity of every organ system and that is being overworked yes very true the systems are being like you are like stressing your system हम systems को stress कर रहे हैं to overwork very true we are not eating correct food okay but food तो पूजा हो गया है see food is the food we are eating suppose we eat toxic food also there is outlet for everything शरीर उसको निकाल देता है बाहर कई बार क्यों नहीं होता है जस्ट बिकॉज दिस थिंग जो सिस्टम होता है जो भी हम एवरीथिंग दैट गोज इनटू अवर माइंड एवरीथिंग गोज इनटू अवर बॉडी जो भी जा रहा है तो सिस्टम्स हैव बिकम डिसफंक्शनल सो सिस्टम्स कौन कौन से होते हैं जैसे हमारा दिस थिंग देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज हार्मोनल सिस्टम इन अवर बॉडी वेर आर डिफरेंट हार्मोन्स जो वर्क करते हैं दे वर्क इन सिंक टू मेक अवर बॉडी फंक्शनल those go out of place. There is something called as our digestive system, which includes our mouth, our esophagus, our stomach, small intestine, large intestine. That is not functioning properly. So again, some people get constipation, some people get acid, that heartburn, that bloating, that acidity. ये सब जो होता है, this means your digestive system is not functioning properly, and the food that you eat doesn't get assimilated, doesn't get excreted, and excess of that leads to diseases. Similarly, other systems also, I can go on and on, but we need to understand that there is a lot of toxic buildup in our bodies just because of excess in our life, excesses in our life. We need to regulate it, whatever we come across in our life. We need to learn how do we regulate those things. जैसे एकता ने बोला exercise is good for our body but too much of exercise becomes bad. Sleep is good for our body, it's a necessity, but too much of sleep or too less of sleep again too less is also bad. So the problem is that people are sleeping too much now. That says sleep late, they don't sleep on times. What is sleep? Now let's understand the concept of sleep. छोटी सी बात. What happens in sleep? Anybody, any idea? मैंने सिखाया था in the science of sleep lecture. I had taught what happens during sleep. What is sleep? Sleep is also a method of detoxification. जैसे हमारा स्टमक जो होता है, हमारा जो इंटेस्टाइन है, उसका काम है कचरा बाहर निकालना. तो there is certain called as glymphatic system in our brain that बोलते हैं ना कि releases the information toxins. जो when you sleep, your body, your mind your brain processes information जब हम टाइम पे सोते हैं. Okay, so don't think that sleep between 10 and 6 is the same like sleep between 2 and 8. No, they are very different because certain hormonal functions. See, everything works in sync. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारा ग्लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम अलग काम करता है, हमारा हार्मोनल सिस्टम अलग काम करता है. एवरीथिंग इज इन सिंक विथ नेचर, एवरीथिंग. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई स्ट्रेस सो मच ऑन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ स्लीपिंग ऑन टाइम. कि व्हेन यू स्लीप योर ब्रेन डिटॉक्सेस. जो ग्लायल सेल्स होते हैं, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज ग्लायल सेल्स इन आवर ब्रेन that detoxes, and you get this new neural pathways जो हमारे ब्रेन में बनते हैं. And a lot of you can protect yourself from so many of neurodegenerative disorders. So समझिए बहुत सारे functions है, बहुत सारे टॉक्सिन्स हम अक्यूमुलेट कर रहे हैं. एंड व्हाट वी डू डिटॉक्स के लिए, वी गो टू अ सर्टन, चलो ऋषिकेश जाते हैं, 7 दिन का योगा प्रैक्टिस करके आते हैं, हम डिटॉक्स कर लेंगे, एंड देन यू आर बैक टू स्क्वायर अगेन, एंड देन यू से दैट दिस सिस्टम्स डोंट वर्क. छोटा कुछ दिन तो इफेक्ट हुआ, देन अगेन यू आर बैक टू स्क्वायर वन. Daily your body needs to detox. At the same time, you have to be very careful about the toxins that you are accumulating from the environment, from the food. क्या क्या सोर्सेज हो सकते हैं? There are so many sources of toxins: air, water, the cosmetics that we use. बोलते हैं ना, घर में जो हम क्लीनिंग का सामान यूज करते हैं उसमें भी टॉक्सिन्स होते हैं. देयर टॉक्सिन्स, वी आर लाइक ओवरलोडेड विद टॉक्सिन्स. टू मच ऑफ toxic buildup is happening in our life that is leading to so many of these diseases, the modern day diseases जो है. So this is nothing but accumulation of toxins. So we need to learn पहले तो sources क्या है toxins के, what are the sources of toxins, then which organ systems are responsible for detoxing our body, and then how do you like make these systems proper. हम कैसे, how do we fix the entire machine. कि ऐसा नहीं कि एक बीमारी हो गई तो बीमारी पे फोकस करे ठीक हो जाएगा. दिस नेवर वर्क्स. दैट इज व्हाई medical science is so bad at treating chronic diseases. They are very good at organ replacements. They are very good at uh, trauma, but not very good at chronic disease management, just because they focus on the symptoms. So here we have to learn how to fix the entire machine. And believe me, it is not very difficult. It is just the right understanding that we need. So I want again, just say like Priya yesterday volunteered for um, fiber, the importance of fiber in our diet. I want one of you to take first the sources of toxins in our body. Second, how do we eliminate this toxin? So who wants to take about the sources? Because see, this study that you do or the research you do, this is going to benefit you only. एक मैं पढ़ के आता हूँ, मैं आपको सिखाता हूँ, और आप खुद पढ़ के खुद सीखेंगे ना, उसका एक अलग असर होता है. एंड एवरीबडी इन द ग्रुप विल लर्न, ऑब्वियसली सब सीखेंगे. एंड डोंट वरी, इट डजंट रिक्वायर अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम इन्वॉल्वमेंट. Just a few TED talks you can see, a few research articles, and you are good to go. Always, I'll be there with you during that session. So who wants to take up the sources of toxins की कहाँ कहाँ से toxin build up हो रहा है हमारे body में? Anybody? Yeah, Vishal, maybe Nidhi. Hmm? No, no problem. See, I'm not forcing anyone. कोई नहीं लगा तो I'll take up that, or you can just like contribute if you want. That day also you can contribute. But these things are very important for us to understand. So right now, think about it. मतलब कि introspect on your own कि कहाँ कहाँ से toxins आ रहे हैं. Especially women in the group, like they use so many of like they are bombarded with this cosmetic thing. It is one of the sources, not the only source of toxins. So just think for yourself what deodorants or perfumes or lipsticks or powders and soaps and detergents and soaps and conditioners and shampoos and so many things we are bombarded with, that for each and every part of the skin you need a different product. And it's just foolish that we are falling into the trap of these companies and how we are spending money also at the same time, inviting so many of these carcinogens and these toxins into our system, and then we suffer endlessly on both the fronts. So just think for yourself कि कहाँ कहाँ से toxins आ रहे हैं. One of the very good way to detox is meditation, जो आज हम करने वाले हैं. So I'll just stop the recording now. Let's start with candle gazing meditation today. Any sharing you can do at the end. Yeah. I don't prefer much talking before meditation.